Alrighty, we got some more WCOOP from 2021 coming up. It's coming up with Mumble Mouth. PLO 6 max. This will be fun to see what's going to happen. We got NASA and Coco Jambo. How did I get that wrong? Ooh, top boat for What If God. Slow playing it, ace on the turn. Giving Coco Jambo a pair. Probably no value here. Probably no value for top boat or second nut boat. Bam, bam, bam. Z Giga has the old pocket kings with a suit. We'll just get that through pre-flop. It's nice to see we're playing a pretty deep PLO battle here. We also have Andre Hansen coming in at 58 bigs in Stojamanu. Interesting name. 38 big blinds for them. Narcissus, 42 bigs. Pretty stacked final table. NASA with ace, 7-3 with a single suit. Facing a 3x pre-flop. Bets a full mill. King Jack 9 deuce with a single suit. We'll just lay it down. So it looks like What If God with the big stack might take a few stabs pre-flop. Get after these pots. Put the pressure on the shorties. They aren't short. What did he mean shorties? Oh, this interesting game, PLO. Even Z Jaga with 15 blinds can hang on in there. Wait for a nice spot. Coco Jambo, Queen 9, 8, 7 with a single suit. Gonna go to a flop, Ace 7, 5. Middle pair for Z Giga. Turning a flush draw. Coco Jambo with 2 pair. Gutter to a queen, 6, sorry. 7 high flush draw, lays it down on the turn. Just a little pot going Coco's way. Very strong looking ace king, Jack 10 with a suit. Flopping pretty darn well. Queen Jack 3. Very strong straight draw on the flop for Stojamanu. Holy, that name's gonna make me fumble a lot. Double suited kings, we'll just take it down pre for Coco. Ooh, Queen Jack 9-8 with a suit. Pretty looking hand. Gonna be facing a 3-bet here pre. I like the call. 10-10 deuce. Ace king still in the lead. Goes for a small bet. Gonna be hard to continue here. Even with your weird backdoor straight draw. Blind on blind. Ooh, I love to see me some blind on blind battles in PLO, and NASA just folds. Like a no limit hold'em, I don't really know what I'm doing blind on blind. I've got a little bit of a clue. But PLO, things just amaze me. Ace King 5-5, we're with a suit. NASA just lets it go. We'll give Coco Jambo a chance to raise up the button with King 10-9 and take it down. Pretty looking Ace King 10-8, double suited for Narcissus. We'll just take it. I'm so glad this isn't PLO 08 because there's no crazy ace deuce or random ass all-ins. Kind of glad this isn't the 8 game where everything changes up. It's just nice and chill PLO. The great game. Pair of 10s for Coco Jambo. We'll take a stab on the ace high board and get it through. Makes a lot of sense. Coco Jambo is most likely to have the better aces there. Narcissus might have more 2 pairs per se. Maybe. Who knows? Not me. Not in the PLO game. Pair 9s for Nazza. That's good. That'll do. King 9. Woot woot. So something that kind of sucks about PLO is it is difficult to exchange chips. When you've got good players, it's like, we're gonna need some coolers here. Ace 8 7 4 comes along to a flop. King deuce 7 flop. Ace on the turn. 2 pair for Nazza. Coco Jambo also making 2 pair on the river. Find the fold. Nope, makes a quick call. Okay. See, blind on blind, things get crazy. But it's nice slow play from Nazza on the turn there to get the extra street of value on the river. Flush completing on the turn. Andre blocking the second nut flush. Leads on out. I guess there's a straight flush, so it would be the third nut flush. Oh, whatever. Coco Jambo, double suited ace, jack, 9-6, lets it go. Stojamanu with the kings is going to bump it up here. He's going to see the bad news. I wonder if he gets it in. You're up against aces. This is for all your chips. Your suit is dominated. A 10 will help. A jack is going to give you a straight. Holy shit. What a horrific run for Run If God. Or What If God. I had Runif's name stuck in my head. So Stojamanu gets in the kings quite behind there. Making a straight. Now our big stack bully. Zigaga unfortunately is folded down to 8 bigs. Oh, and I like that little raise there from the King Jack 8-6, 1 suit. Oh, aces for Nazza. You know, I don't even know what I like about the raise from Narcissus. It's just like, get the fuck out of here, What If God. Quit messing around. Queen Queen 6 flop. Weird spot for both players. Pot is huge. 6 on the turn. Don't know if What If God's gonna bluff here. You could always try to get him off aces, but representing just a queen is gonna be difficult. Aces are still good, and we'll check it down. Just a big pot for Nazza. About 2.4 million. Ooh, Queen Queen 6-6 double suited for Zaga. Stojamanu raising up Ace King Jack 8. Andre coming along to a flop with the Queen 9-7-3 1 suit. Interesting. Surprised to see the defend there. Although I don't know what proper defending ranges are. Did I like misread something? Was this a limp pot? No? Alright. Anyways, we move along. King 9-8-6 1 suit for Nazza. We'll get Stojamanu to fold the Ace 10-8-6, something like that. Ooh, Zigaga gets walk. And then aces. With a suit. Narcissus. I didn't get a chance to see if a 5 is dead. I don't know if you're getting this in or not. You're gonna be behind, always. You could outdraw aces on a low board. You might want a different hand to draw. Okay, no, we're gonna get this in. Ace on the flop, that pretty well locks things up for Zaga. Zigaga. I don't quite know which way I'm gonna go about pronouncing your name yet. Zigaga is a little bit better because there is no A after the Z, so it's not Zaga. Aces for What If God. Ooh, but top set for Naza. With a weird straight draw to go along with it. Aces check back the flop. Don't pick up a flush draw. Just lets it go. Nicely done from aces. I hate to be folding aces, but on a crappy board like that, just let them go. Coco Jambo now with aces. We'll put in a 3-bet pre from the big. Andre, ace, queen, 10, 7, double suited. The hearts are dominated, which is a shame. Andre does just fine fold. Very tempting to go to a flop there for Andre. Ooh, Narcissus with the king. King, queen, jack, 9, flopping a straight draw. Same goes for Andre, but he's going to make a flush instead. No straight for Narcissus, so no bets will be paid. The old ace, king, 8, 10 with a suit, but it's not the ace. Just the king high. Flush draw, Narcissus lets it go. Stojamanu getting right back in there with kings again. Andre doesn't defend again versus the 3-bet. I don't quite know if he's got the equity to call. Who knows? I heard something once about PLO, which is you typically have the equity to call 3-bets if you're opening properly. But it's like, okay, well, you gotta know how to open properly, and I think that really wouldn't apply on the final table, and that's more likely just to apply, you know, playing cash games and you know, the beginning of a tournament. And then once the different stages of the tournament start to happen, obviously things change. So that's probably why we're seeing a lot of folds to 3-bets on the final table here, even with the strong double suited hand such as what Andre had. Naza, ace, king, 7, 8 double suited, goes for 2.2x. We'll get a 3-bet from Coco Jambo. King, jack, 5, 6 double suited, and the suits are dominated. This is just horrific for Coco. 10, 10, 6 flop. Pair of sixes is good. So there's a gutter to the 9 and the backdoor flush draws for Naza. 5, 6 comes along, blocking the full houses. Another bet from Naza. It's pretty small, but does get the fold. Nice little aggressive play by Naza in position. Pair of 10s on the queen, 5, 4 flop. Don't want to face a check raise. Stojamanu does have a weird straight draw here. Comes along to a turn, picking up a flush draw. Queen on the river. 10s are still good. A little pot going Naza's way. Taking one away from the other big stack is always nice. Andre gets that 3-bet through. Didn't even see what Coco Jamba had. Folded it so quickly. This looks like it'd be a little wide. Perhaps Naza with the bigger stack can still open it? No, that looks quite wide. Maybe he had some internet issues. Yeah, they had to reconnect. They were not thinking about opening it at all. Pair of kings with the flush draw for What If God. Should manage to find a way to get a few chips back here. Unless Stojamanu's gonna put the foot on the gas. A big bet would get the job done, I think. This is a smaller bet. Oh, it still works though. What if God has to fold the pair of kings with the flush draw? Dang, that sucks for what if God. PLO is so weird where it's like you have an interesting hand with the pair of kings and the flush draw. Like in normal limit hold'em, you're just never folding that to another barrel on the turn that's small. I think the board was the board paired. If it was paired, it makes a little bit more sense when I compare it to no limit hold'em. I'm just saying, like, it's not that what if God did something silly. It's just so different. I love it. Zigago, getting a chance to hear from them. Ace, Jack, 9, 10, not double suited, just one suit. Still a very strong hand. Gets it through pre-flop. Do we want to play the middling stuff? Narcissus off the short stack. We'll get that through. Andre with a nice hand. Double suited something something. Gets it through. Aces for Stojamanu. But I don't even think Narcissus defends there. Lots of folding. Walk for a pretty hand in Naz's shoes. Andre takes down that pot very quickly. Zigaga back in there. Might see a defend from the ace 9, deuce 5, double suited. Dude, pretty shitty flop for Andre, that is. 8 on the turn, giving Andre a 9 high flush draw. Takes a lead, very interesting. Pair of queens is good. Facing the river bet though. Andre repping the 8 gets the job done. Repping Jack 9, getting the job done. Gotta love to see bluffs in PLO. Always interesting to see where players still pull the trigger, because again, in no limit hold'em, you're not as likely to bluff the miss flush draw on the river. Andre blocking the straight. Might be more likely to have the 8s as well, as I was saying. Says, hey, I'm just gonna bluff. I don't give a shit what I got. What if God? Raise it on up. This looks too wide. Stojamanu gets it through. Okay, this is not too wide at all. If you're allowed to put the pressure on these jabronis, just do it. Naza with aces and a queen. Andre with queens and 7s. Oh, a queen on the flop. Are you for real? At least there's a king 10 straight out there and 10-8. Andre not super likely to have 10-8, but could have some sort of rundown hand with it. And the aces are just going to fold on the flop. I love to see that. Same from when What If God did it. It's quite impressive. Stojamanu with a big stack, still getting in there. Does have a suited ace. And the making 2 pair on the flop. Good start for you. Coco Jambo as well has a pair of 6s. Comes along, makes a worse 2 pair. Gonna need an 8. Doesn't hit it. 2 pair just gets better for Stojamanu. Hopefully Coco can find the fold here. Nicely done. 6-9, no good. And Coco gets rewarded. Aces versus kings. Jacks as well for Zigaga. 10? Nope. Aces hold. Zigaga's out of here. Our first bust out. It was kind of fun to see this 7-way battle. It's unfortunate what if God and Narcissus, as well as Z-Gaga, started to dwindle with their chips. They were all getting after it. Nobody's being a tight little knit. It's nice to see. Stoja Manu. Getting the fold still. Nicely done. It's interesting. I don't know when Narcissist or What If God is going to take a stand. Do you just... Okay, well here we go, Narcissist. Raising pot. Gonna need some help here. Club. Nope. That won't do. King's hold. And Narcissus out in 6th. Naza up to 61 bigs. Andre just about 62. Flopping top pair with the backdoor flush draw. Interesting straight draw for Naza. Making 3 of a kind on the turn. You got boat outs, an ace, a 4, a 5, a 6. All do. Very nice hand for Naza. Andre, let's go with the double suited. King, queen, something, something. What if God gets a walk? That's nice for them. We'll take down the blinds here with the a6, 7, 8. Naza, putting the pressure on Coco. We're going to a flop. Ace, ace, queen. Pretty dog shit for Coco's Jambo's 9, 6, 8. With the king. Top set for Andre. Just playing call. Flush completes on the turn. Stoja Manu making 2 pair. And he will make the call on the river. 3 of a kind is good. Down it now. Oh, Naza. Let's go with the King 4, Jack 9. What if God with an ace, a 10, a king, and an 8 says, let's get this in. Naza with the Jack, Jack, 3, queen. We'll be sweating aces and kings. Ace on the flop. No straight for Naza. What if God gets a double up? Ace, Jack, 10, 6 with the suit for Stoja Manu. We'll face a 3-bet here. Quickly, let's go. Nicely done by Naza. Yeah, I'm glad to see 3-bets pre-flop and not freaking calls and going to flops and a bunch of check folding. Let's see the aggression. Coco Jambo, Queen Jack, 8, 9 with a suit. Oh no, this is the stupid stuff. Look at this, we're gonna be checking and checking. Queen's good? Not no more. 3 of a kind for Coco Jambo. Stoja Manu blocking, 1 full house. Finds the fold, very nicely done. Ooh, Andre steals that one away from Stoja Manu, who had jacks. Andre's suited ace with the 7s will get it done pre. King, Jack 3 flop. 2 pair for Naza. Andre. Just with the pair of jacks comes along. Interesting. No backdoor flush draw. Just the 2 pair draw. Guess he's drawing to a queen as well. Pot size bet on the turn. Easy fold. Pretty little double suited. Oh, look at the 8 and look at the hearts and the diamonds. The way they connect. They make such a pretty hand. It's like 8, 9, 4, 5. Ooh, it's a great combo as I spill coffee all over my lap. 3 aces going to a flop. Weird looking straight draw for Naza. Gets a little bit longer as well. Need deuce 4, 5, 7, or 9. 3 instead. Naza's gonna have to bluff here. Put it in. Oh, he checks it. Aces are good. Stojamanu wins a nice pot there. Just under 2 million chips. Naza with a very playable hand, but Coco Jambo not so much. Oh, Queen 5-3-7 thought about for half a second. Instead, Andre gets a walk. Oh, and Naza's aggression gets Andre out of there with some double suited something. Ace King Queen 8 all diamonds. Real shit flop for you. Just 2 pair for what if God. With the flush draw, straight draw. Looks good for what if God. Blind on blind battle. Got a wheel looking draw. As well with the 6 for what if God. Ace will do. Naza just with top pair. That's a big old bet. Finds the fold. Kings double suited for Stojamanu. Gets it through. Dang, it sucks to see Coco Jambo have that stack start to dwindle. But I mean, when you've got Naza on your right, and Stojamanu too has been ballin'. Andre's been making good plays, knowing when to lay it down. Staying aggressive pre-flop. Playing a good game of cards. It's hard to get back in there if you're Coco Jambo. But I mean, what if God found a way? If there's a will, there's a way. Naza thinking about coming along with 8-8-9-5 double suited. Plays the call. Andre comes along as well. King Jack 10. Naza with a straight draw. He's also got the backdoor flush draw, which comes on in. Andre does have the higher flush draw. Top pair. Stupid spot for Andre. Makes the call. Aces are good. I didn't even see Andre having 2 pair, to be honest with you. Leading out here on the river gets aces to fold. Repping the boat. Nicely done. Oh, I didn't even realize Andre had the best hand on the turn. Kind of embarrassing, but not always easy to read the 4-card game. Uh-oh, Coco Jambo. Okay, just coming to a flop. Good stuff. King Jack Jack 9, double suited. Sure he wants to go to a flop. Aces are still holding up. Queen on the turn, giving Naza the flush draw. 1 out for Coco Jambo. We will not see it. Naza going for value. Puts Coco all in. Alright, this one might get in here. Stojamanu also juicing the pot. Naza with kings does put in the 3-bet, and Coco Jambo is going to need an ace or some sort of 2-pair hearts. Ooh, jack. Queen won't do. Dang it. Coco Jambo out in 5th. What if God survives and ladders up? 3 of a kind for both players. Actually chopping. It's kind of cool to see. Chop pot. Alright, this will be interesting for what if God. Ace King 4-3 double suited, flopping a pair in the backdoor flush draw. 10? Nope. What if God busts in 4th very quickly after Coco Jambo. 3 ways to a flop. Holy shiza. 2 pair for Naza. We'll get the job done. Naza with 2 pair again gets the job done once more. Andre with middle pair. Naza with a weird straight draw to a king. 7 doesn't bring more out. King queen is still good. Not no more. That's a straight for Naza. Having the nuts. 2 pair. Hopefully Stojamanu can find the fold. Fold. Nicely done. Andre with the ace jack king 4 with a suit, flopping 2 pair. Stupid 2 pair for Naz on the 4 flush board. Queen of diamonds comes in. 2 pair for Andre, still good. Goes for a very small bet. Naza don't pay. Won't pay that off. 3 of a kind for Stojamanu. Betting to take it. Ooh, middle set, Stojamanu. Nut flush draw and straight draw to a 10 for Naza. Didn't want to face a check raise on the flop. Plays the check back, turning top pair. The 5 is not the card Naza wanted. Hopefully they can find the fold here. Top and bottom pair. PLO. Things are weird. He finds the call. Says maybe you're still betting worst 2 pairs. Maybe. If Stojamanu is gonna bet worst 2 pairs, then Naza must call with the old top and bottom. It's not easy to flop a set as well. Maybe you also know Stojamanu to be an aggressive player. Taking the aces, raising out on the jack of spades turn. That's a flush now for Andre. Blocking boats, surely he's going for value. Very small bet. Aces, get out of there. Nicely done from Stowe. Ooh, very pretty 7, 4, 3, 6 double suited. Flopping the flush draw. Ooh, both players with a flush draw. Andre just folds though. Nicely done. Naza. No attack there. We'll take the queen 2, 4, 9 double suited. King, king 8 flop. You can get ace queen out of there. Just kidding. Ace queen comes along. Making a pair of aces. No draw here for Naza. Checking it back. Pretty suck to have absolutely no draw in PLO. Not easy to do. Flush draw here for Naza. Pair of 9s for Andre. Bets half pot on the flop. 6 on the turn. Bringing in some straight draws for nobody. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Ooh, quick check from Stojamanu. Makes a pair of 8s. That'll beat 5s. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's that bet on the river? It might be a bluff. Interesting stuff. Would have been cool to see Andre call with the pair 5s. It's a value bet. Oh, so a pair of kings getting called by what? 2 pair of kings and 7s getting called by queen and an ace. Interesting stuff. Andre gets a little sticky there. I mean, it's probably been annoying battling it out with Naza. Not too much doing here. Andre with a pair of 7s and the flush draw. Stojamanu making Broadway on the river though. Wait, they both have Broadway. Same hand, chop it up. Let's get it all in though. Stojamanu's like, whoa, do you have a set? No, we're just gonna chop it up. Andre makes the call. Beep-a-doo-doo. Naza with aces. Stojamanu with the ace, queen, deuce, deuce will just fold to the raise. These players are not very fond of giving away chips. 4-4-6-6 doesn't flop much here. Naza in position. Checks it back. Flush comes in for Stojamanu. Gonna be a pretty easy fold for the pair of sixes now. Unless you want to bluff. But no, like I was saying, yeah, these players aren't giving away chips. It's gonna be a battle. Top boat for Andre. 5 on the turn. Stojamanu won't be stabbing with their draw. No value to be had. Unless ace queen wants to call. Pot size bet. Nope, good fold. 7 high flush draw for Naza comes in on the turn. That's actually just a boat though. Didn't realize they had bottom 2. Ace king. Oh no, there's no king. Well, I guess Andre has ace king. Stojamanu with a very strong straight draw. Andre with top pair, top kicker with a flush draw finds the fold. Ooh, nice little bet there from Stojamanu. Ace queen 6-6 says let's go to a flop. Top pair. Andre's 4s are no good. With no draw, he folds. Moving along. 9s versus 10s. No redraws yet. Only backdoors. Whoa, Stojamanu, are you for real? How does a pair of 10s come along? Nice bluff from the pair of 9s and the 3. Blocking the set. That was a great time to take a stab. Yeah, with only backdoor equity too. It's very interesting to see him pull the trigger there. But holy crap, these players are impressive. Just reading into each other's souls. Queens for Naza in the big. Will surely raise it up here. Doesn't look quite good enough for Stojamanu to call a raise, but we're just going to go to a flop instead. Ace, Jack 5. Middle pair goes for a tiny little bet here. 8 of clubs on the turn, slows Stojamanu down. Ace, Queen, checks it down. Whew, Ace, Queen wins. Nice pot for Naza. Interesting to see if Naza stabs here. Big bet too. Stojamanu comes along. Ace queen still good. Gut shot to the 5 for Naza. With the jack of hearts, figures he could pull the trigger on some hearts. On the river, just gets the job done on turn though. Interesting, Stojamanu switching up between limping and raising pre-flop from the small blind. Putting Naza in a pickle, just confusing the heck out of him. Another set of jacks for Stojamanu. King 10, Ace 4 redraw to the wheel. So a 5 and a 5 only. Re-raise on the turn will just get the job done though. Naza raising up the queens. Pretty stupid flop for Stojamanu. We'll get to see a free turn if he wants to. Okay, puts in the very tiny bet instead. Naza comes along, 4 on the turn. Gut shot to the 7. Stojamanu continues to fire. It's a big pot. 4 million, or I guess the pot's at 7 million. 2.8 more to go. 3 on the river. Stojamanu is gonna have to fire away. Does he make a straight? Oh, he made a straight on the river. Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't see the double gutter, I only saw the 7. Nice fold from Naza on the river there. Kings for Stojamanu. Ace, queen, 6, 4, double suited comes along. Flush draw and the gutter to the 5. Full pot size bet though. Andre finds the fold. Does some math. Says, hey, maybe I should just wait for another spot. Ooh, like this one here. Unfortunately, no action. But like this one here, aces. Yeah. Just wait for better spots. Oh, not gonna be this one. Kings for Naza. Raising it up. Crappy couple cards to go along with his kings. We'll see if he calls the 3-bet. He is getting a little shorter, so it's going to be interesting play pre or post flop. Holy crap, a pair of 3s is just going to get this in here. Ace. Oh my god, 8 on the turn changes everything. Only an ace or 3. That's a huge pot going Naza's way. Just letting Stojamanu bluff it off. Whoa. I mean, he probably had a lot of equity there, getting it in on the flop. Drawing to 2 pair. 8 on the turn was horrific for Stojamanu. Uh-oh, Andre's gonna get caught here. Jack 10. Only drawing to a 10. Or, no, the 5 is... I didn't see he had a 5. Oh my lord. And we just even things out once more. Stojamanu at 50. Naz at 51. Andre at 55 blinds. That's crazy. Interesting straight draw for Naza. Could pick up some more equity on the turn as well. Backdoor flush draw. Instead, Andre will just make 3 of a kind. 2 million chips out there and Naza takes a stab. Andre shows him the bad news. Naza down to 40 bigs. Up to 42 and he gets kings. 3-bet incoming. Oh, just a call. Whenever I call for 3 bets, it's just always a call. 3 of a kind for Andre, who's just checking it back, checking it down. Makes sense on the very scary board. Straights out there, flushes are out there. Set of 7s will take it. Jacks are still good right now. Andre now with a pair of 8s. Could use an ace, a king, and 8. 5 is not the card. Could always turn his 8 into a bluff. Does have a jack if he's blocking jack 9. Instead, we're just checking it down. Do 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 do. Andre. King 10 3 4 flopping straight draw and flush draw, turning another flush draw. Naza with a pair of 7s and the shitty flush draw. Facing a pot-sized bet, looks like a fold. Naza says, I'm actually going to the river. Unfortunate for Andre, they completely miss, but they do bomb it and gets it through. Gonna be impossible for 7s to call twice there. Unimproved. It's one too many kings for Andre. Whoop. They do see another king. No value there. Stojamanu could have repped the straight if they wanted to. And I suppose I wouldn't be surprised to see Stojamanu do that. Checking back the straight here on the flop. Nicely done. Might get at least one bet out of here. Oh yeah, Andre comes along. Check, check on the flush completing river. Stojamanu takes a pot off of Andre. Both players with a pair of kings. Naz is slightly better. And a quick fold from Stojamanu. 3x from the small blind. Ace 8, 8, 7. King high board checking it over. Naz bets half pot and gets the job done. Boo, 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 boo. That's a full house for Andre. Playing it slow. NASA slows down on the turn. Might think jacks could be good here at some times. 9 on the river. Andre bets real small. Ooh, I hope NASA just says that's milking me. You're milking me. Flushes get there. Yep, NASA smells it out. What a milky looking bet. Just thick and hasn't been pasteurized, or you know, it's like straight from the tit. You could just tell it was milk. It's just a sick cow. Just reeked. Andre aces and a suit. Raising it up. Naza comes along with the 8874, flopping a straight draw to a 6. 8-4 plays call, king on the turn. I said 8-4? Aces. What the heck is wrong with me? Did I say aces? What if I said aces and then I just corrected myself and then it's like, well, you already said aces. I don't know. 8 on the river, so we'll both... Oh, 8 on the river gives NASA 3 of a kind. Andre with 2 pair loses. My computer's going mad right now. It's like I woke up from a long nap. Stojamanu gets a walk with a pretty queen 10-10-9 or something like this. Stab from Stojamanu. Interesting straight draw. Backdoor flush draw and top pair for Andre. We'll take it on the flop. Andre with kings. Stojamanu. Top pair, top kicker. Nope, top and bottom actually. Kings are no good. We're getting kings in. He's going to need to board the pair. 10 is not a helpful card. That's a boat for Stojamanu. I said pair the board. I meant the 8. I meant counterfeit the 2 pair. Anyways, Stojamanu in the lead now. To be fair, this is just really has been anybody's game. Still is anybody's game. Andre just under 5 million chips. 1 double up away from Naza's stack. Unless Naza can sniff this out. Pair of jacks makes the fold. Oh, I like to see Stojamanu with chips. Uh-oh. Second nut flush. I guess there's a straight flush out there, but if we're being honest, it's pretty hard to flop that. 3 on the turn will slow things down. Both players are drawing to a full house as well. A 4 for Stojamanu. An ace. No, Naz has got the full house. What the hell am I talking about? 3-5. More value. Flop, flush, fold. Very nicely done from Stojamanu. On that flop, things look like there's going to be about 10 million chips going Naz's way. Andre limping it in. We'll get raised. 9-7-4 flop. 2 spades. Ooh! Andre bets pot and takes it down with the straight draw looking hand. Like what I'm seeing out of everybody. Andre's crazy. Andre's crazy. Whoa. Bombs away. 6-5. What the hell has he got? He's got a boat now. Don't do it, Andre. Okay, good. Yeah, see, I like what I see from Andre. It's just unfortunate Stojamanu has a boat this time around. I keep looking over at Andre's hand. I'm like, do you have 2 7s? Do you have, like... Whoa! He makes the call. Okay, what does he have? He's got Queen 7, sorry. He plays Queen 7. He's blocking... Doesn't block the flush draw. Doesn't block bluffs, I guess. Like, the deuce is pretty irrelevant. The 8's pretty irrelevant. Same with the queen. You do expect this 5-3 bullshit. So it's like if you're expecting 5-3 to be bluffing at almost a full clip, and the ace will counterfeit their 2 pair, the call actually doesn't look as ridiculous. Well, at least that's their that's their logic, I imagine. Who knows what's right? Who knows what's wrong? But they think maybe 3-5 is just gonna be bluffing too much. And then if all the straight draws miss, and you don't block that sort of bullshit, pair of 7s makes a lot more sense. Yep, I already said that. Yep. Flush comes in for Stojamanu. Pair of 7s. Naza leads on out, blocking the flush. 8 on the river. Naza gives up. No value for Stojamanu. So we're pretty deep in the old PLO heads up battle. I don't know if we ever get things in pre-flop, or are we gonna have to wait for a cooler such as a club on the river. 2 pair for Stojamanu. King Queen is a better 2 pair though. Bunch of low shit there for everybody. Won't go to a flop. Should this time? Pair of 8s for Naza. The King 4 board. Pretty weird stuff. 10 of hearts on the turn, bringing in the flush draw for Stojamanu. Pair of 8s are still good. Ooh, they get counterfeit on the river. Wait, you gotta play 2 cards from your hand, so no, they don't. Right? No, am I wrong? Who wins? 8s do win. Wow. Yeah, PLO is so weird. I don't remember how to fucking count the board sometimes. But you do gotta play 2 cards from your hand. Ah, yes, so that means Stojamanu would have played Ace X, and they were only at the pair of kings with a 10 kicker. Where Naza's playing kings and 8s with a 10 kicker. It makes sense. Boo, 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 boo. Stoja Manu with top 2 getting it through. Songs are getting a little bit better, that's good to know. Jack 9, 10-10 for Naza. Ace high board with the nut flush. Try to go for Stoja Manu, pretty good deal. Top and bottom pair. Looks like the cards have kind of been going Stoja Manu's way. Pair of 5s. No straight draw, right? Maybe a 6. Naza comes along. That's the nut flush for Stoja Manu, and he checks it over. Ooh, Naza doesn't take the bait. Good stuff. King high board, good news for Naza. Takes that pot. Queens for Stoja Manu, puts in the 3-bet. Naza with some stupid hand now. It's double suited, but there is not much going on there. A pair of 5s will just take it down. Stoja Manu limping in aces. Hasn't gotten punished just quite yet. 5 don't help. Naza blocking the straight will not even pay off the river bet. Won't turn his 6s into a bluff either. It's 31 bigs. Unfortunately, he's lost a few since the heads-up battle started, but we're still battling. Naza right around 10 million chips. Stoja Manu 20. Flopping top set. No help for Naza. Aces for Stoja Manu. Double suited something going on for Naza. Makes a pair of 9s. Doesn't come along. Ooh, we could see some action here. King 8-5 flop. Both players kind of miss. Stoja Manu's aggression will take it. Ooh, Naza's got queens facing a 2-bet. Seeing a lot of limping going on. Stoja Manu flopping the nuts. That's bad news for Naza. Jack on the turn. 10-8, still the nuts. Club on the river. Should just go check. Unless Naza wants to bluff here. Front door flush got there. 3x from Naza. We'll face a 3-bet. Ooh, both players flopping a flush. Naza's drawing dead. I guess he could hit 5-6 runner diamond. 5-6 of diamonds runner. But instead we're seeing this check down. Stoja Manu's not going to get any value. Check. Stoja Manu give him all the rope. There's the all-in. Naza has one big blind left. Now, nicely played by Stoja Manu. Was just a bully to Naza that whole final table, if we're being honest. Where did he start? Stoja Manu, 38 bigs. Dang, I didn't know What If God came in here. The big stack, what happened? Flopping a boat? That would be interesting to know what happened to What If God. Do they have a big cooler? Let's see, hurry up. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm gonna find out what happened to What If God. Lose 20 bigs here. What happened? Aces versus kings. Oh, I remember now. Stojamanu makes the straight, yes. Dang, this was such a big pot. Stojamanu could have been the first one out. Instead, they just run nice and hot, play good cards, and I did it again. Anyways, Stojamanu finds a way to get the W after bullying NASA around for a little bit. Great game all around.